bang, and up goes the jumper.
Both teams with a couple of timeouts. Both teams with 4 fouls. Final 50 seconds here tonight. George to his left. Really tough shot. And Yambu too strong on the layup attempt.
Point blank. Can't get any closer than that.
Martin knocked it away from Ball. Hands it to Miller. 35 seconds to play. Sixers up 2.
Sixers going to switch everything.
Miller into the paint. Good rotation by George. Miller for 3. Short. And Lowry grabs the rebound.
Best defensive exchange by the Sixers all evening. Scrambling and getting out to guys.
Charles Lee asking his guys to foul since they were in the backcourt. Finally getting his message across. It is deafening in here right now. Crowd hungry for this first home win.
See the frustration on Coach Lee. He wanted that foul earlier with more time on the clock, but yelling in this crowd from across the court is a tough proposition.
Great work by everyone in the house tonight. It is extremely loud right now as McCain steps up to shoot 2. And Jared hits the first, pushing the lead to 3.
We talked about the growth and trust that the coaching staff, Nick Nurse and his staff, are having in this young man. It could only grow and blossom with nights and performances like tonight.
A cool 25, and most importantly, a 4-point lead with 13.3 to play tonight here in South Philly. As the Hornets call timeouts. All the Philly sports news you need is on Sportsnet Central tomorrow morning, starting bright and early 6 a.m. right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. It is presented by your Delaware Valley Hyundai dealers. And this second half has been presented by the rookie Jared McCain. 8 of 11 from the floor. He's got 21 of his career high, 25 points in the second half, and 9 of the Sixers' last 12 points on his own. 13.3 away from the dub.
The phrase timely buckets comes to mind.
Williams to inbounds. Lead 4.
Too easy.
In comes to Martin. Too easy indeed. In it comes to Lowry, and Williams will foul Kyle with 10.2 to play. And the lead quickly back down to 2. And I think Nick Nurse's face says it all.
Let's just watch this action. Right here, Yabusele getting a back screen. Caleb Martin has got to say something. That's your man setting a screen on Yabu. You have to talk to him. Yabu's got his back to the play, so he can't see. He's relying on you communicating so he can respond. Without that communication, plays like that happen.
So first trip to the line tonight for Kyle Lowry.
Coaches will tell you, get out of your head, right? Start thinking about your team and your teammates. That will help you in the communication.
Lowry misses the first. Hornets with a timeout remaining. Sixers with 2 timeouts remaining. No fouls to give, though, for the Sixers. Huge free throw here for Kyle. Diabate checking in for the Hornets.
Kyle
soon
staying,
to get this rebound.
Excuse me, partner. Kyle staying on that line. I'd step off if I was Kyle. There seems to be a lot of confusion. Everybody's trying to get organized. Give yourself some time. Step off that line and reset. But he likes to stay on.
Yep, stays on the line.
And it works.
Connects on the much-needed second push the lead back to 3. And Charles Lee uses the Hornets' final timeouts. So the lead 97-94, Allen. 10.2 left in this one. And the Sixers desperate for the dub. And this guy has been tremendous.
Well, picking up where he left off on that road trip, he played well. Comes back home, gets an opportunity to come into the ballgame early, and he makes the most of it. We hope for more of that moving forward for the rookie, Jared McCain.
Well, LaMelo has 30, Brandon Miller has 22. Grant Williams has 14 off the bench. Imagine that Lee's drawing up a play for LaMelo here.
I would imagine if it's not for him, he's got to be involved in it. Miller is an option as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see Melo and Miller in the little pick and roll action here. Not bad options to have either Melo or Miller right now in a close ball game. Both guys having a pretty good night.
LaMelo with 13 of his 30 in this fourth quarter. He's leading the NBA as LaMelo Ball in fourth quarter points. Stick around, post-game live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Coming up very soon. Kyle Lowry splitting the free throws, pushing the lead back to 3.
No fouling shooters here. You have to be disciplined defensively.
No fouls to give. Don't want to give them an opportunity at 3. Wonder if the Sixers will foul on the floor. We saw them do that with the three-point lead a couple of times last season. That's an option, forcing the 2 free throws as opposed to the 3. 10.2 to play. Martin into LaMelo. Tough shot in the corner, and LaMelo Ball drills it. Still plenty of time for the Sixers, though, as Ball ties us at 97. With 8 seconds to go here at the Wells Fargo Center.
Well, I mean, that's a low percentage shot. One that, if you're a defender, you'll say, I'll live with him shooting that all night, but he just happens to make it when he needs it most. And that's all that counts from the Hornets' perspective. Tie ball game with 8 seconds when we come back.
After review, the ruling score is confirmed as a successful 3-point field goal.
No Maxey, no Embiid. Paul George, Yabusele, McCain, Martin, and Lowry. The 5 Sixers on the floor. Sixers ball. 8 seconds to go. Alla tied at 97. LaMelo with his 4th three-pointer in this fourth quarter.
We've seen this play designed or this setup before. I'm reminded of Maxey in San Antonio when he runs down the floor and gets it and goes. Let's see whether or not McCain's in that spot that does the same thing.
And it comes to Paul George. Tie game. Just need 2. George with 5. George with a dribble. And that one's short. And I believe the Hornets may have a little time on the clock if they want it. All right. Looks like they do not. They're not asking for the extra seconds. So to overtime we go here in South Philly. After LaMelo Ball hits a fadeaway 3 in the corner with 8 seconds to go, 5 more minutes here in Philly.